video, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about fragrances for you to wear to the office or to your workplace. Starting us off strong is Versace Pour Homme, a classic masculine fragrance that's very clean, fresh, and has an ozonic quality to it. Words that I would also describe this as are clean and inoffensive. You can wear it anytime, any place, not just to work. It fits in everywhere. As this one opens up, you get a blast of citrus coming from bergamot and lemon. In the mid, you get hints of cedar wood, but very gently so. And in the base, you get a nice clean white musk. Pros of this fragrance are that it's clean, fresh, and very inoffensive. It can be worn anytime, any place, and fit in anywhere. Downsides I can think of about this cologne are that it's not the newest release, so it might not come across as the most contemporary or most interesting. Also, it has a relatively simplistic profile as being so clean, fresh, and ozonic. But again, I feel that it could be worn anytime, any place, and does not offend anybody. An excellent choice for the office. Coming up next, we have Polo Ultra Blue. This one is a slightly different take on the original Polo EDT DNA. It still contains that classic Polo blue oceanic smell, but I think is a little bit more modern than the original and also just has a little bit more vibrance to it. It opens with citron and bergamot to give it a wonderful fresh opening, and as it dries down you'll get some notes of mineral saltiness and a little bit of oceanic freshness. The positives of this fragrance are that you can pick it up at a very good price. It's very clean and fresh smelling, and additionally it's very easy to wear. The downsides of this fragrance, I would say, are that it may be slightly hard to find because it's older and I believe they do not make it anymore. Additionally, to some it might smell too classic, too vintage, too old school for younger people's tastes. But I would not say that it's outdated in the current environment. It just might be a little bit challenging for some to wear. Moving on, we have Versace Dylan Blue. This one is Versace's answer to something like Sauvage. If you like Sauvage, most likely you'll like this, but if you don't like Sauvage, you most likely will not. The reason I say that is because this cologne takes the route of spicy blue. So while it's still fresh and clean, it has notes of incense and frankincense that are very prominent throughout the entire life of the fragrance, including into the dry down. But due to that, I think it's an excellent choice for both day or night. I find it to be very versatile and very strong in its projection. The only thing I would caution is 1 or 2 sprays, especially at the work environment, would be the most I would ever do, because it can be rather powerful and could overwhelm some people due to that spice. Number 4 is a more recent pickup of mine from 2010. This is Polo Big Pony 1. Has the pony on the back, the number 1 on the front, the nice blue bottle. This one is an extremely simplistic fragrance. The notes are only listed as citruses such as lime and grapefruit, and it doesn't really have much more complexity to that, but I find it to be an extremely crowd-pleasing smell, very, very easy to wear, and it is extremely inexpensive to pick up, especially on discounters around $20 to $25. I really like how it has a very sharp and alive citrus nature to it. I really, really like this one quite a lot, and the fact that you can pick it up for such a great deal means you can easily reapply it to deal with the less than stellar performance. It's an excellent choice for the office, especially if you're just someone starting out, because you can pick it up at such a good price, and yet it is so versatile and so good. One downside I really don't like about this is, as you can see, the cap looks metal on the outside, but a lot of these Polo fragrances are just this kind of cheap plastic cap inside, and I just really, really wish that they would upgrade this to metal one day. That's literally the only thing bad I have to say. It's just that the performance is not fantastic and that the cap itself is cheap. Moving on, this is my favorite cologne for work, especially when it's very hot outside, because it still has that clean freshness, but there's definitely an element of powderiness and clean white musk that I pick up, which I feel like works really well in the high heat to kind of dampen the heat, the sweat, the whatever it is. It works excellent in the high heat. I would say, however, about this one that because of the powderiness, that might not be for everybody. Some people, it might not be your style. I would recommend with this one probably sampling it first or going for a smaller bottle first, just so you can see if it's for you. But again, excellent in the high heat, just the powderiness might not be for everybody. Next, we have a classic. This is Acqua di Gio, the original, the Eau de Toilette, in its nice little frosty bottle. As you can see, I've put quite a dent in this. This is actually my second bottle so far, and I'm a big fan of the Acqua di Gio line. Personally, I actually think that the Eau de Toilette is by far the best of the line. It smells very clean and oceanic with kind of a marine accord. It definitely has white florals that you pick up in the beginning. I would say it's an excellent choice with its clean freshness. It can fit in anywhere. However, it may smell a little old school. It did come out in 1996. It smells like everybody's uncle, so I've heard. And additionally, the white florals might not be for everybody if you prefer things that are very like macho or spicy. This one might not be for you. Something other than the slightly old school smell about this one that I don't like is that the performance is not fantastic. Putting it on in the morning, usually I'll reapply it at lunch, but then I'm good to go. But it's not something where it's gonna be put on in the morning and then be there in the evening. I would say it's probably about 4 to 6 hours at the most. Finally, a late entry to this video is Coach for Men Blue. This is a scent I really enjoy. You get notes of lime in the very beginning, which is really nice, though synthetic. It's a very pleasant lime. Then it moves into some ozonic notes and kind of dries down to a more clean amber smell. Something I really like about it is that you can pick it up for an excellent price. You can get 100 mLs like this and reapply throughout the day. You can get a 100 ml tester like this for less than $40. It's an excellent choice on discount. It smells very clean, fresh, excellent citruses. I think something that could be said against it, however, is just that it smells rather synthetic, and also that the performance is not great. I find myself having to reapply this on my lunch break rather than putting it on in the morning and it still being there in the evening. It's just not going to do that. But I would highly recommend, if you do want to pick this up, that you go straight for the 100 ml size so that you can reapply throughout the day whenever you need, just because that performance is not fantastic, but it's also an excellent buy. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you found it helpful and informative. Please like and subscribe, and have an awesome day. Peace.